happen to represent the congressional district. I have the privilege to represent the congressional district that includes Joint Base Lewis-McChord, often called JBLM, one of the largest military installations in America. Unfortunately, Evergreen Elementary on JBLM is one of the schools that will now go without funding. Evergreen happens to be a school recognized in the military community for its attention to students with special needs in education. In fact, the truth of the matter is that soldier after soldier makes a request for a compassionate assignment to JBLM so that their child with special needs can attend Evergreen. As the husband of a devoted educator, now retired, I know teachers and staff work day in and day out so that the students making strides in the environment they have can go as far as they can. And I know that if the teachers and staff could physically build their own new school buildings, they would, because they're that dedicated. Mr. Chairman, this subcommittee was instrumental in making a difference to thousands of other public school students on military installations across the country by implementing this project. What I'm specifically asking for today is that you complete what was begun in 2011 and fix the remaining school buildings originally identified as being in poor or very poor condition and no longer sustainable. Specifically, I request that the Defense Appropriations Subcommittee include the language from Section 8108 of fiscal year 2013 Defense Appropriations Bill. Section 8108 calls on the DoD to construct, renovate, repair, or expand the public schools on military installations that remain in need of updates, including our very own Evergreen Elementary. I love seeing the smiles on those kids' faces when their parents return safely home and surprise them. And now I want to see the smiles on the faces of mom and dad when they enter a building that they know is suitable to their child's learning needs and is the kind of investment that DoD can and should make in our service members' families. I thank you so very much for the privilege of being here, sir.
Well, thank you, Denny, for pointing out something which I think all the committee members feel very strongly about. There's more work to be done. We appreciate your highlighting something which is important to all of us.
Thank you,
I appreciate. I would simply also thank you for recognizing the contribution of Mr. Dix. And when I was visiting Fort Campbell, met with some of the high school students and kicked everybody except the students out. And still remember one of the young men saying, you know, I've lived at Fort Campbell longer than my father has. And so if nothing else, we ought to make sure they have the right facilities and tools as they get on with their lives as well. Thank you very much.
Well said,
much.
sir. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.